Last year around this time, a man was sitting on an airplane, sitting in business class, getting ready to eat his lunch, when something landed in his hair. And so he raised his arm and started messing with his hair a little bit to see what was inside of there. And when he did that, the scorpion that had fallen onto his head from the luggage bin fell out onto his lunch plate. And when he tried to shoo it away, it ended up stinging him. But don't worry, the flight attendants, they jumped into action and they captured the scorpion really quickly, and then they flushed it down the toilet, which on an airplane means that it's still on the airplane. They didn't really get rid of it. But that airline, I think, lost a few customers after that incident, because who would want to hop on an airplane thinking that they might be stung by a scorpion? How many of you would want that? Probably not many. Yeah, I think there may be one situation in which every one of us would choose that option as opposed to the other one. Which sting would you rather feel? Would you rather sit on an airplane and feel the sting of a scorpion? Or would you rather feel the sting of someone's death? Some of you know the answer to that pretty clearly, because some of you have been stung by death pretty recently. For others, it's been a while since your loved one died, but your heart doesn't hurt any less since that happened. And for others, the pain is kind of sporadic. You can cover over it pretty well when you can distract yourself with hobbies and with work or with hanging out with friends or with children. But then at times you find yourself in a particular place or catching a familiar scent, and it's a reminder just of how painful the sting of death really is. It's a pain that affects every age of every race. It's a pain that can come suddenly and unexpectedly, or it can come gradually over time through many months or years of sickness and waiting. But it's a pain that we get to face head on Easter morning. Jesus died too. His family and friends felt the sting of death very powerfully. And yet on the third day, the Jesus who had died was very much alive and out of the grave. Jesus had been stung by death, but not defeated by it. And that's why the Apostle Paul, he writes this. He says, "Where, O death, is your victory? Where, O death, is your sting?" He's taunting death, reminding us that death doesn't get the final say in the life of the Christian. Jesus does. Jesus promised, "Whoever believes in me will live even though he dies." Do you have loved ones who are already living with Jesus that you miss? Would you be willing to share what it is that you miss about your loved ones? We'd like to get to know them too. God's blessings on your day. We'll see you tomorrow.